So hello Trevor Steele. Trevor Steele is a well-known author. He's written 12 Esperanto books, and here we've got his first English book called The Reluctant Messiah, about the life of Jesus. Trevor, why yet another book about Jesus? Aren't there too many already?
Yes, there are, but I've yet to read one which satisfied me. I wanted to know what Jesus really thought and said and did, and this book is a result of my explorations.
Well, looking at your book, it's certainly not an orthodox book. So what point are you trying to get across?
I think that Jesus was a universal figure who belongs to all of humanity, but I think he's also one of the most misinterpreted. And I think that often people who call themselves Christians have, they've got it wrong. And I would like people to have a new interpretation.
Okay. Well, according to the Orthodox Christians, Jesus rose from the dead, having founded the church, and his work had to go on, his teachings. So why don't you agree with that?
I do agree that Jesus eventually accepted the idea that he was the Messiah. Now we have to understand that at that time, most of the Jews believed the world was about to end, and there was also a role for this mysterious Messiah, the Anointed One. They used to discuss among themselves his role, but it wasn't very clear. However, Jesus grew up with the idea that the Messiah was going to appear. It seems to me as though at first he thought that the figure we call John the Baptist was actually the Messiah. Remember, John the Baptist baptized Jesus. It didn't happen the other way around. But then John the Baptist was murdered by Herod Antipas in obscurity and in a situation which is utterly un-messianic. And I think that at that point Jesus reluctantly accepted that the role was going to be his.
So apart from thinking he was the Messiah, what else did he teach?
I think Jesus preached a sort of a joyful anarchism. He was a great healer, by the way. And healing people was a way to get them back into the right relationship with God. But I think he wanted to do away with class divisions. I think he wanted to do away with the inequality between men and women. I think he wanted children to be heard also. I think he wanted to do away with ridiculous rules of whom you may eat with and what you may eat. He wanted to do away with rules of ritual purity. He didn't want people to go still to the temple and cut the throat of a lamb as a way of restoring their relationship with God. He wanted people to have a direct relationship with God.
So your book is called The Reluctant Messiah. Why reluctant?
Well, according to all of the prophecies, the Messiah was going to come to a very sticky end. And Jesus was intelligent enough not to want that. He was very reluctant.
But still, he went to Jerusalem knowing very well he would be crucified.
Yes, his last trip to Jerusalem was a sort of altruistic suicide mission.
So what about the whole resurrection, the basis of the Christian belief system?
Well, I don't think it happened as portrayed, but if you want to know what I think, you'll have to read the book.
Well, thank you very much, Trevor. Here is the book, Reluctant Messiah by Trevor Steele, his first English book. And if you want to find it or hear more about it or even buy it, go and see mondialbooks.com, Reluctant Messiah, MONDALIL, sorry Trevor, .com, Reluctant Messiah, or simply Google Reluctant Messiah Trevor Steele. That gets you there too. Thank you very much.
Thank you.